Okay, so if you've been following along, or even if you haven't been following along, context is that my last few videos have been vlogging my kind of day-to-day experience being unemployed. I was unemployed by choice, which I think is an important thing to clarify. So it just meant I kind of like had the means and stability to kind of like be choosy and like really think about what I wanted my next step to be. And now I have accepted a job offer. Yay! And I'm actually going to start work next Monday. So this is my last week of freedom, and I thought it would be fun to just kind of like vlog the week and I don't know, vlog what I get up to this week. To be completely honest, it is now Thursday. I'm going to be throwing it back to the beginning of the week right after this intro. I think I'm going to take us through to the weekend though, you know, because we're doing some fun things over the weekend. Yeah, and I just thought it would be an interesting thing to kind of document. I've had lots of thoughts and feelings about the fact that I'm going to be employed again. Definitely some nerves because, you know, it's a new thing and I have to kind of establish myself, and they seem really, really nice, and I'm excited to work with the people I'm going to work with. I have met them in person. They all seem really wonderful, but it's just kind of like a nerve-wracking thing to start anew. So, yeah. That's what this week's video is going to be about. Please consider liking and subscribing. A lot of my videos are vlogs kind of following my life in New York. A lot of them include a lot of reflection on just like things I've learned and things I'm kind of figuring out or whatever. I'm in my late 20s. On top of that, I will talk about fashion things, interior things, just like everything pertinent to my life as a late 20-something living in New York City. So if that is of interest to you, please stick around.
Mommy got sick. That it happened just like that. There's nothing anybody could do. It isn't fair. There's no reason.
Okay, you've seen a little bit of my week so far, but we're still pretty early on into it, so I thought I'd hop in. During the unemployment period, I like really made a point to kind of manage my mind and make sure I was like feeling okay and feeling good and like seeing kind of some of the optimistic things about having like the time off. And I was very successful at that. I feel like so successful that I'm actually kind of sad to leave it behind. It was a nice little rest period. And I feel like I always knew I was going to kind of look back on it fondly. I guess I'm preemptively doing that while I'm still actively enjoying it. But no, this week I'm just kind of trying to focus on like things I like actually really want to get done while I have the free time. And just kind of, I don't know, man, living it up. So one of the things is cleaning the apartment, which was something I threatened to do since I started being unemployed about 8 weeks ago. But it works out because I want to clean the apartment and then record a apartment updates video, because we've made a bunch of changes to the apartment since I posted my apartment tour, specifically to the bedroom, and I'm like really happy with where it is right now. So I want to record some of that. I want to do some cleaning, some boring stuff, like I have to still work on like name change documentation stuff. So I'll see like what of that I can get done this week, if any. What else? I guess that's it. Trying to like watch movies that I wanted to watch, TV shows that I wanted to watch. I don't know, just kind of living it up, you know? I need to get outside today because I have not been outside and I need vitamin D. And then I think when I come back in, I'm going to resume watching Sleepless in Seattle, which I was watching, as you saw, like while I ate my little breakfast lunch thing, while I clean the living room. So yeah, exciting stuff. Thanks for being here. just picked up some jam. I've been having this like vegan ricotta toast with jam on this like lemon rye bread from a bakery that's not too far from our apartment, and it's so good. And I've been using raspberry, but I think I want to try peach, and I like ran out of the raspberry yesterday, so now I got two new ones because I'm committed, even though this bread is running out because this is day 3. Maybe I'll just go get more though. It's been so yummy. Like the lemon really like comes out somehow when you combine the ricotta with the lemon and like the ricotta with the jam and like a little bit of honey. It's so good. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I wanted to take footage while I was out in the world, but then I got too scared. Too shy. That's what I'm doing. Okay, also, my new employer sent me this bottle of rosé yesterday, which I feel like is so sweet. I don't know. I feel so lucky. They like, yeah, I don't know. They seem really nice, which I feel like I keep saying, but they really do. And I like hope that we can be pals. But yeah, I thought that was like so thoughtful. Anyway, okay. So this is the final product with the peach preserves, a little bit of honey drizzle, and like just like a tiny bit of rock salt. I'm excited. This is the product of the apartment tour that I'm currently filming. I decided rather than actually get rid of things, I'll just pile them in a corner. And that fixed my procrastination on doing the apartment tour at all. So we're making it work. Hello. If you're thinking that I look familiar in this t-shirt and in this angle, it's because it's the same t-shirt and angle that you witnessed me in for the intro of this video, and that's because the original intro that I filmed had to be scrapped because I wasn't actually able to do that video, which is sad. Hopefully I will be able to do it next week. For the sake of not being so vague, I was going to do like a kind of back to work office core outfit ideas vlog. I wanted to do kind of like a vlog plus like kind of a work wardrobe that I've been working on piecing together because I'm about to have to work in office and I don't have like office friendly clothing for the most part, so I've been purchasing a bunch, but one of my biggest purchases was from ThredUp because I really hate the idea of wasting a bunch of money and a bunch of clothes by buying a bunch of new crap to kind of establish like a wardrobe for my office before I really know like how I'm going to want to dress, if that makes sense. So I thought ThredUp was kind of a good way to just kind of like have like a core set of essentials that, you know, if it turns out something's not quite my style or not quite right, it's just like not a big deal. I can either like resell it on ThredUp, I can donate it, whatever. So unfortunately ThredUp is not going to get here until this weekend, and I just don't think it's going to be feasible to try to record all the outfit stuff over the weekend. So hopefully I can get to that like next week because I am actually so excited about all of the office clothing that I have bought because it's so cute. And I legitimately was like ideating things to wear to the office on my Pinterest. That was like my Pinterest project over the last like several weeks of job hunting. So it is not for lack of thought. But anyway, I am so tired. which is silly. Silly to say as someone who's unemployed. Because, I've had a pretty nice day. But no, I'm just tired because I had various goals for this week. One was filming an updated apartment tour. I knew that was something that I wanted to do while I didn't have a full-time job, because that can be kind of an intense undertaking, and trying to do it while also juggling like a 40-hour work week seemed like, it's the kind of thing I've done before, but it seemed like the kind of thing I didn't want to do again. And also felt like the kind of thing that would not happen. I tried to put it off until I was employed. So I filmed that today. I'm feeling really good about just getting that over with. I think it's going to turn out good. I'm like happy with, I think it was concise. That's my biggest problem with these videos. I'm not very concise. And yeah, I was able to get good shots, and it was a good excuse to buy a tripod, which I actually think will be life-changing. I have a tripod now, so not to brag, but I am a real YouTuber. But no, I think the tripod will be really good. It will, you have no idea how limiting it can be to have like only like a teeny tiny tripod. You're really dependent on having surfaces to put that tripod on in order to film things, and turns out surfaces don't always exist where you need them to for certain angles. So I think that'll be really good. Anyway, so I'm tired. I did that today. And part of the reason that's tiring, it's like not the recording itself, because that actually wasn't that bad, but it's like I have to clean the apartment. And there were also kind of some things that I needed that like typically exist on surfaces that aren't really like things I want in the apartment tour, just because it's like normal day-to-day life things. Like for the most part, it's like a lived-in apartment tour, but I wanted to make things look like a little bit nicer, like declutter some surfaces. So now I kind of have to clean from the clean because as you saw in my last clip, it's like I'm putting things in like corners. I need to redistribute them back in their like appropriate spots. And then I also just kind of, because this week the focus has been cleaning the apartment and filming this updated apartment tour, I want to get to the hallway and our coat rack. We've got pretty much every coat you could imagine hung on that rack, and it's really hanging on by a thread. So I think I'm going to put some of those away. It's kind of like a weird in-between season in New York. I think the spring, like, I love the spring, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the reason the fall is the best season in New York is because I feel like the fall is like more reliable in terms of like the temperature and like the gradual kind of descent into lower temperatures. Whereas spring can be like, one day it's really hot and then the next day it's really cold again, and it's like it kind of jerks you all over the place. I feel like fall is just more steady. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. I'm not a meteorologist, but that's how I feel. So I'm excited for spring, and spring is exciting because it like is a precursor to summer, beautiful weather, reprieve from winter depression, all that fun stuff, but a little bit all over the place, and I don't appreciate its inconsistency. Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of, I need to go outside. I have not been outside today. Oof. I should go get some sunlight. Okay, I think I'm going to do that before I do anything else. It's about like 4:45. So I think this is the plan. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to come back. I'm going to lay down for like 10 minutes because my back hurts. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to put all the shit away, redistribute it onto the surfaces it needs to be, and like put the coats away, ideally before Max gets up. That's the goal. All right, break. It's now Friday. I had a really productive morning, and initially I was a little bit worried I would come to regret it, but I'm actually pretty glad that I signed myself up for the morning that I did, because I feel like it just kind of like made my day feel really good. I'm just kind of knocking a bunch of things out right away. So I had an appointment with the Social Security Administration because I'm like working on changing my name. I don't know if I mentioned that. somewhere else in the vlog, but wow, was that going to be a pain in the butt. This is just kind of like the first step, but this was luckily like easy enough. I just like sent in an online app and had to go in person, but it really took like 5 minutes, and I was unfortunately 20 minutes late because I got on the wrong train, which is embarrassing because I've lived in New York for the last like 7 years. But yeah, accidentally got on a queue and went to Brooklyn, even though that's not where I was going. So that was cool. But before then, I signed up for a morning Pilates class, which was lovely. I mean, as you saw, but like such a beautiful way to start the morning, especially because this time of year around 9:30, like the sun is rising, and like the studio I'm in, like the sun kind of pours in. So that was just like a really nice way, because it's also like it stretches you out. It's just like a good way to warm up the body first thing in the morning. I unfortunately don't think I will be able to do, I mean, I definitely won't be able to do 9:30 classes like during my normal work weeks, because my my work will start at 9, but they've got like a 7:30 class, so that could potentially be something I try. Yeah, that first week of work is definitely going to be kind of probably taking it somewhat easy, just kind of recognizing that I am not going to have been used to going into office for 8 hours at a time, 3 days a week. And I think that like just the additional kind of physicality of that is probably going to have an impact, because like when I was an intern, it would have an impact, kind of like coming back to it after a while. So anyway, I think the first week I'm probably gonna like take it slow, but that's definitely a nice thing to have in my back pocket in the future, because it's just like a really lovely way to kind of wake up. So that was great. And then yeah, I just got ready for the Social Security thing, got to my appointment late, but they still were able to get to me and be really fast, which was really nice. Feels unheard of for like any sort of government agency thing. So pretty grateful for that. And then I did some kind of additional shopping for work stuff, which feels at this point gluttonous. I am like a little bit uncomfortable with like how much I have like shopped in the last couple of weeks. Like it's been fun because I'm like excited to build this wardrobe, but I am just not often in the position of having to kind of like build a wardrobe more or less from scratch. So yeah, it's been fun, but like every time I purchase an additional thing, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm buying more crap. But I swear it's like everything, it's like, no, this will, I'm not going to be like, it's absolutely needed, but it's like kind of basic stuff that like will be useful, like undershirts for, shirts that like might be a little bit see-through, or just, require some sort of undershirt, just because. And then I also had to get like belts, like for waist belts, because I've got like a lot of trousers, but like my waist belts, like some of them are kind of falling apart. Others, like I just like only have like one version of them, and it's just, I don't know, like the outfit doesn't feel completed. So again, like not like super necessity, but also just like the kind of thing that like completes an outfit and like would make me look polished and like feel good. And there's not really a reason not to, except for the fact that it makes me feel like a freak. It's just buying a bunch of stuff. But I think that does kind of like round it out for now. Like I'm feeling good. I like have a couple of waist belts, good on that. Have the undershirts. The thread-up stuff is coming today, which I'm very excited to dig into. I'm hoping everything kind of fits the way I'm expecting it to. I think I need to buy some hem tape for one pair of pants. It's a little bit long. Anyway, but it's been a really nice day. And then I sent some emails for this new job, which I'm starting Monday, because that's getting closer and closer. Talk to them, getting set up for the work week. That's exciting. And yeah, I'm just, I think later tonight we are doing like a little dinner date, kind of as like a celebration for me starting a new job, which I'm excited for. It's like a, what's the word? It's like a set menu, except it's not a set menu, but it's kind of like a, I guess, avant-garde Mexican restaurant, Mexican fusion restaurant. So it should be interesting, should hopefully yummy, and it should just be like nice to go on a date. We haven't gone on a ton of those, just kind of like, we've gone out to dinner, but we haven't gone to like fancier dinner date things just to kind of save money. It was like kind of an easy way to save money when I was unemployed. So that'll be nice to do again. And then today, I won't lie to you, I am feeling a little bit like depleted of the energy to be productive. I know, yeah, poor me having to be productive by shopping, but I think I wanted to probably get through the last of my thank you cards. I have like a wedding thank you cards, and I got out all my family thank you cards like a couple of weeks ago, if not like months ago, I don't know. And then the friends have just been slowed down a lot. It's like, especially the people I like see every week. It's like probably like said thank you in person. Slowed down a lot on those, but most of them are written. I just need to like address them and send them out. But anyway, yeah, I think I'll probably do that. I'll probably shower. Then I'll probably get ready for dinner and just hopefully have like a nice Friday night. Okay, update on the closet clean out. Turns out this was like more overdue than I even realized. This is some stuff that I want to get rid of. The rest of it is in these bags. I've gone through this little closet. I've gone through this little closet. I'm needing to like reorganize now, but yeah, this is giveaway. This is sell to like throw it up. This is just straight up giveaway. They're like too stained and dirty and it's just not worth it. These are like maybes that I need to try on. These are honestly just things I forgot to put back in the closet. These are like put away until they're trendy again. Like I like the things, but like they're just not in style right now. And then this is just like straight up put away for the season. So that's where we're at.